Welcome back. Now let's learn to evaluate expressions. 2x to the power 2y when x is the fraction 1/4 and y is the fraction negative 2/3. All right. So what do? Wherever you see variables, you first write parentheses. Don't forget to write parentheses. Now you fill in these spaces. This parenthesis represented x, which is 1/4. So that's a fraction 1/4. The second parenthesis represented y, which is a negative 2/3. All right. So, exponent takes precedence. 2 is simply 2. So, you can write it as 2/1. You're multiplying to exponent. 1 power 2 is 1. 4 power 2 is 16 times something negative. 2/3. Okay, negative 2/3. So positive, negative, it's an overall negative. It's fraction. 2 times 1 times 2, 1 times 16 times 3. You see, 2 times 1 times 2, 1 times 16 times 3, and a negative, we took care of it. So notice 2 reduces 16, right? So 2 times 8 is 16. So one of the 2's is going to get cancelled. Now, what about that 2? That 2 will also reduce it into a 4. So eventually, the answer is 1 above, 12 below, and don't forget the negative. Next, here, 3. So this one says evaluate 3ab to the power 2 when a is the fraction, negative of the fraction 2/3 and b is the negative of the fraction 1/2. All right, let's try. Where you see variables, you write parentheses first. Wherever you see variables, you write parentheses first and then fill in the parentheses. The first set of parentheses is for a, which is a negative 2/3. The second set of parentheses is for b, which is a negative 1/2. All right. So, what happens here? Exponent takes precedence. So, let me rewrite that 3 as 3/1. And let me rewrite this as itself. And now, exponent takes precedence. Power 2, negative power becomes positive. 1 power 2 is 1. 2 power 2 is a 4. Now, positive, positive, overall negative. Fraction. This is multiplication of fractions. So, 3 times 2 times 1, 1 times 3 times 4. Now, see whether anything reduces. 3 reduces with the 3. 2 reduces with the 4. And that's about it. Fraction 1/2. All right. The next one, evaluate 4c cube d when c is negative, fraction 1 over 2, and d is negative, fraction 4 over 3. Okay. So, as always, wherever you see variable, write parentheses first. And then you fill in the spaces, empty spaces. This one represents c, which is a negative 1 over 2. And this one represents d, which is a negative 4 over 3. At this point, I will rewrite this 4 as a fraction, 4 over 1. This is power 3. Negative times negative times negative is still a negative. 1 power 3 is 1. 2 power 3, 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Okay, and this is negative fraction 4 over 3. So notice I still have two negatives. So overall it's a plus. Now I'm multiplying, so why don't I just multiply straight across? 4 times 1 times 4, 1 times 8, 8 times 3. So this 4 you can reduce. 4 goes in 8 2 times. Oops. This 2 reduces in 4. 2 goes in 4 2 times. All right. So this is eventually fraction 2/3. Right? That's positive. Ones don't do much. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. Okay. So that completes this particular section. Now we have exercises which we will practice in our own time or go over in the class. All right then. We'll continue next section in our next videos. Until then, bye.